Chapter 4, Purification. And thy Lord do magnify, and thy garments do purify, and uncleanliness do shun. Surah 74, 3-5. Surely Allah loves those who turn to Him again and again, and He loves those who purify themselves. Surah 2, 222. Attend to your adornment at every time of prayer. 731. O you who believe, when you rise up to prayers, wash your faces and your hands as far as the elbows, and wipe your hands, and wash your feet to the ankles. And if you are under an obligation to perform a total ablution, a full bath, have a bath. And if you are sick or on a journey, or you have come from the privy, or have had contact with women, and you cannot find water, betake yourselves to pure earth and wipe your faces and your hands therewith. Allah does not desire to put on you any difficulty, but He wishes to purify you, and that He may complete His favor to you, so that you may be thankful. 5, 6. Purification, though a necessary preliminary to prayer, is an independent subject and is dealt with as such in Hadith collections. The first 3 quotations from the Holy Quran given above require, in general terms, that a man who would turn to his Lord should be pure in body and garments. The purification of the body is thus made a preliminary to prayer, so that by external purification, man's attention may be directed to the purification of the soul, which is aimed at prayer. And the details of the ablutions which are necessary before the prayer, in quotation 4. Purity of the body is thus required as a preliminary to the purity of mind, and the Muslim who is required to say prayers 5 times a day, evening, dusk, dawn, early afternoon, late afternoon, must needs keep himself and his clothes always clean. It is true that an intelligent man should know for himself what cleanliness is, but religion aims at giving directions to men in all stages of civilization, in early states as well as in the more developed ones. Moreover, the masses among all people stand in need of minute details, and hence, while the Holy Quran simply gives the general direction to keep oneself in a state of cleanliness, Hadith gives the necessary details. As a matter of fact, Islam directs attention to many details of personal cleanliness, of which even the more civilized people are ignorant. I have divided the chapter into 5 sections. The first deals with natural evacuations. Purification is called half the faith and the key to prayer. It must not be forgotten that purity of the body is a prelude to the purity of the soul. Full regard must be paid to personal cleanliness as well as public hygiene. Spitting in public places is forbidden. The second section deals with toothbrushing, which occupies a very prominent place in the Muslim's cleanliness. It is spoken of as a means of purifying the mouth and seeking the pleasure of the Lord, which is to show that God loves even bodily cleanliness. Stress is laid upon its use, and the minimum requirement is that the toothbrush should be used after getting up from sleep. A clean mouth is, in fact, the greatest help for the preservation of health. Its importance is further emphasized in Hadith 23 listed here. The third section gives the details of ablution and shows when a fresh ablution becomes necessary, a prayer directing attention to purify. The purity of the spirit must be offered when ablution has been performed. The fourth section deals with total ablution or bath, which is made compulsory once a week. Particular occasions on which bath must be taken are mentioned in 47 through 50. A person under obligation to have a bath on account of janaba and a menstruating woman are not impure. 51, 52. Some details are given in Hadith 53, 54. And taking a bath naked in an open place is strictly forbidden. The fifth section deals with tayammum, or wiping the face and hands with pure dust when water is not available for ablution or bath, though it may be available for drinking or domestic purposes, or when the use of water is likely to be harmful. Narrations 56 to 58. The act, as it were, a reminder that purification before prayer is an essential thing.